On today's Daily Strike, the Lightning's third period comeback falls short in a 3-1 loss to the Penguins, and the Bolts re-sign Ryan McDonagh for 3 more years. This is the latest news and notes on the Tampa Bay Lightning for Friday, December 5th, 2025. I'm Steve Versnick. The Lightning were back home Thursday night, and they came out shooting. They outshot New York 15-8 in the first period, but they gave up a power play goal and trailed 1-0. In the second, it was a bad turnover by Brandon Hagel that led to an Evgeny Malkin breakaway, and it was 2-0. Hagel was then benched for the rest of the period. Pittsburgh got another power play goal, and it was 3-0 halfway through the game. Then late in the second,
Gensel, right point, Radish steps right circle. Radish holds. In front, Kucherov! Score! What a pass! Radish to Kucherov!
That's
right
a
here
great
on the
play.
board. They make it 3-1 with 1:14 left in the second.
for Kuch, it's his 12th of the season. Then in the third, the Lightning started on the power play.
Right point to Kucherov. Cross ace Hagel, accepts it left circle. Shoots! Score! Oh, Brandon Hagel, redemption! His first shift since the Malkin goal, and he scores on the power play. He went up and over the stick, I believe, of Jari, and the Lightning made it 3-2.
For Hagel, it was his 16th goal of the season, but he wasn't done.
Here's Lilleberg back for Gage Gonsalves across the blue line. A pass in front. Hagel open! Shoots! Score! Hagel! Brandon Hagel! 2 goals in the period! The Lightning have tied it at 3 with 8:16 left!
That's Hagel's 17th, and the game was tied at 3. The Penguins would then score with 2:43 to play. They led 4-3. The Bolts thought they tied it.
Cross ace Kucherov, right circle, right point Radish, right circle Kucherov. Shoot, score! Kucherov! Kucherov! Top of the net and in!
Wow.
4-4 with 55.4 seconds left.
But that goal was called off for a hand pass nearly 20 seconds earlier in the play, so it remained 4-3, which was the final score. Head coach John Cooper.
Bottom line is we should never put it in that situation anyway. So that's our bad that we got to that situation. But I think in the spirit of the rule, come on, that's a goal all day.
Brendan Hagel on his performance.
I think it's a good lesson for myself. I think it's a good lesson for the entire group. That's obviously, listen, the first period you hit a zillion chances it's not going your way. And obviously I was trying to force something there that I probably didn't need to force. So I think it was a good lesson for the entire group.
Darren Radish.
It's a little frustrating, but that's the way hockey is sometimes. You're not going to get those breaks, you're not going to get the bounces, and you just got to stick with it and know the stuff you're doing is good and it's the right way you're playing, and hopefully it'll go in, and we saw that in the third period.
Andrei Vasilevsky missed last night's game. Head coach John Cooper said it wasn't anything serious and he expects him to play on Saturday night. Jonas Johansson got the start in net. The Lightning recalled goaltender Brandon Halverson from the Syracuse Crunch. Halverson has played in 13 games with Syracuse, a 9-4 record, .901 save percentage, and .258 goals against average. Defenseman Max Crozier made his return to the lineup on Thursday. He missed the last 8 games due to injury. Early on Thursday morning, the Lightning announced they signed defenseman Ryan McDonagh to a 3-year contract extension worth an average annual value of $4.1 million. He spoke about GM Julien BriseBois reaching out to him.
It was his decision to start the talks, and I was really encouraged to hear that, because I was kind of dead set on just letting the season play out and see where it goes from there. So it wasn't a long, I would say, negotiation. So I think both parties were really excited to get something done, and it happened relatively quick. And I'm thrilled with the result and couldn't be happier.
The Lightning will have a practice this morning at 11:30. Then they'll host the New York Islanders on Saturday night at Benchmark International Arena. Limited tickets remain at TampaBayLightning.com. We'll be celebrating 90s night. Puck drop is scheduled for 7 p.m. Eastern. Our radio pregame coverage starts at 6:30 on 102.5 The Bone and in the Lightning mobile app. The game will be televised on the Spot, Tampa Bay Channel 66.
This day in Lightning history.
It was on this date in 2009.
Played well there by Tanguay. He sprints out. LeCavalier with him. Hedman also joining the rush. LeCavalier looks, feeding it. They score! Victor Hedman's first goal in the National Hockey League, and it's a beauty.
Victor Hedman was just 2 weeks shy of his 19th birthday, and he scored on a future teammate of his, Dwayne Rollison. Then exactly 10 years later on this date in 2019, Heddy got his 100th goal. The Syracuse Crunch lose 4-1 at the Cleveland Monsters. Ryan Fanti made 17 saves, while Gabriel Stutz scored the lone goal. The two teams will meet again on Saturday afternoon. Orlando Solar Bears, they begin 3 games in 3 days tonight as they're in Greenville. Orlando is riding a 3-game win streak. Thank you for listening to the Daily Strike for Friday, December 5th, 2025. I'm Steve Versnick, where every day is Hockey Day.